Hang on. Is that thing even working? Okay. Let's see. Good evening. How's everybody doing? Just popping out there, say hello. Because I've been gone quite a bit lately. Tomorrow is the big day. I go in to see the doc. And then hopefully I'll be going back to work sometime, probably within the next couple weeks. And it's kind of weird when your summer vacation suddenly gets extended. Sadly, a large part of the extension is, well, painful, to say the least. But what can you do? It's life has its little quirks. Shit happens. And what can you do about it? But I just wanted to tell everybody, yeah, we're still alive. We're still here. Herman is still growing dust. I got to get him cleaned off along with all his buddies over there. I'm not kidding. It's just, kind of weird how that corner multiplied over there. Started off with Herman, then we got the worm, then we got Baby Yoda. We got to everybody's over there just having a good time. But I just wanted to pop in and say hello because I hadn't done it in a long time. I just said spur of the moment thing, because there's a lot of weird stuff going on. As we all, hey, let me read this because I can't share it with you online. An article popped up a few days ago that, according to showrunner Russell T. Davies and Dr. Magazine 607, some 2025 series drone footage was shot in a major city thousands of miles from London. Also, some Doctor Who-related content was filmed in New York in mid-July of this year. Please tell me we're not, remember I thought New York was a bad place. Full of temporal weirdness and all that stuff, not to mention the neighborhoods are shitty. Oh no, I forgot. Hang on, I gotta turn on the light. Hang on, shit, I can't remember where the light switch is. Wow, the batteries are still good in that thing. But yeah, I've been. Oh, okay, yeah, cool. You're going to Doctor at the That's awesome. I wish I could make it to that event myself, but it's unless they invent the teleport. I can see that now. We teleported and we lost about Catherine Tate. I like Catherine Tate. I don't know why everybody gave her such a bad rap for a while. I think she's funny. I think she's intelligent. I think she's witty. I don't know why everybody. Hell no, Mommy, the fat man is blowing his nose on the air again. Actually, no, that's my brains leaking out my nose. No, I am feeling a lot better. As you can see, I got a lot. I can actually move this arm around now, with almost impunity. And for a lot of you folks who did not know, I had broken my collarbone here. Well, the seatbelt broke the collarbone. And I had 4 broken ribs from the collision. And it's going to be kind of weird getting back into the daily routine again, going back to work and probably finding out they gave my position to someone else. No. If I remember right, they hold your position for 90 days, but no, on my luck, they changed it while I was out. And I'll be like, okay, put me back somewhere doing absolutely nothing. I'll do an inspection job, but oh well. But it's going to be insane going back to work again. Great. Chat disconnected. Which means YouTube is up to its usual chicanery. Oy vey. All right, there it goes again. Yeah. So I just want to tell everybody, yeah, I'm doing fine. Yeah, that's the thing. I never had any doubt there's going to be a series 3 because all the mumbo jumbo and hippity hoppity horseshit that, like Rotten Canal and, his little buddies, the Critical Drunker and, Narcotic, those guys wouldn't know good entertainment if it literally swimmed up their butthole and bit their tongues as it went out their mouth. I'm not kidding. It's just, and here's the thing. It's like, were you actually ever fans of these shows, or did you just like sitting there bitching about them? Because the old saying, those who can't do teach, I have my own. It's called those who can't do bitch. It's that simple. Just like, but of course, this is what these guys make money off. One of the big things you learn in life as you get older, misery loves company. And that's why these guys are getting huge numbers. This is why these guys get all these subscribers, because there's always a gaggle of miserable assholes somewhere who will sit there and listen to somebody preach to the choir. It's just that simple. It's not difficult. Unfortunately, us truth tellers and people, who don't want to sit here and engage in chicanery and constant bickering, we don't get the numbers. Baby. Well, maybe the reaction channels get the numbers, but we aren't going to go into that. But that's why I die laughing. The YouTube copyright struck my channel. Maybe it's because you're using other people's stuff to make money. And then the first thing you say when you come on is, come to my Patreon and you'll get the whole thing. Congratulations, community violation and a copyright violation. But well. It's just like when somebody we all know is using the opening theme from Hitchhikers for their Doctor Who newscast. Why am I being copyright struck? Well, let me see. For one, you're talking about Doctor Who and you're using the theme for another show, which just happens to be a copyrighted piece of music by the Eagles. Journey of the Sorcerer. Something like that. It's like, duh. It's not that difficult to understand. Just like they started hitting me for all the tiniest little clips of music I ever used. I used to do bumper. Oh, hang on. Ads are on. Somebody's getting ads. But well. I have to make money. Well, the little bit of money that comes in does help. I'm not going to lie. And yes, I would love to reach more people, but it's like, if I start paying for subscribers and paying forever, I'll feel faker than hell. Because that's what a lot of these people do. I feel sorry for them when YouTube does finally go under sometime in the future, because a lot of these guys are going to be sitting there going, it's probably not going to happen in my lifetime, but like, wait a minute, we don't get free money anymore? Yeah, there's I like that. They've been saying, rest in peace, Doctor Who, since Jodie Whittaker signed in, how many years ago? That 2017. And guess what? It's 2024 and we're still here. And they're basing all their bitching and numbers off of the UK numbers, the UK overnights. And it's overnight ratings don't mean jack shit. But of course, that's, it doesn't phase. Well, it does probably phase into their brain. It's just they're using that to convince people who don't know the rating systems and how they work to convince them that they're right. They are the messiah of all entertainment. Yeah, meanwhile, half these guys look like they just popped out of their mom's vagina 5 minutes ago. I'm not kidding. They even got the hair slicked back where they went through the birth canal. It's that's why I die laughing at all the quote-unquote media experts we have out there. Yeah, like, hello, my name is Tommy. I'm 5 years old. I don't like the new Black Doctor because he's gay. And that's just wrong. We've never had gayness on Doctor Who. Ever. Tommy? Oh, well. We better have a talk. Craziness. makes me insane. Some of the bullshit that flies around out there. It's like a monkey cage out there. It really is. There's so much feces being thrown around. It's like YouTube these days is almost like going to the zoo. Yeah, going to the primate exhibit. I wonder how many of these guys got together this morning for some kind of top secret YouTube circle jerk when they found out that, the Acolyte was canceled. I guarantee you that some of them literally were going in their pants. Oh, I'm so right. Oh, 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 mommy, you got some more socks to wash. Oh, man. One of them standing up on its own. So that's what made me die laughing. Everybody was jumping up and down about Chibnall was so woke. Chibnall did this. Chibnall did that. And I'm sitting there going, yeah, wait till RTD gets started. My only exposure to Frobisher, I had a moment there. I had a senior moment. I admit it. Sure, I accidentally launched missiles against the Soviet Union. Oh, sorry, that was my. I don't even sound like Joe Biden. Oh, I don't even care. I don't even have a dog in that race either. Okay, Frobisher the Penguin. The only experiences I had with Frobisher was Big Finish, and I enjoyed them. You had the Maltese Penguin, the Holy Terror, and stories like that. And yeah, they realize the overnights don't matter for crap, especially when they're looking at UK numbers. No, the problem is, Saeed, those guys know, but they're picking on the people who don't know. They know they don't matter, but they're using, look at me, I am so right. Look at the disaster. How come this doesn't get like 50 million views like a show how many decades ago did in the classic era? Because they didn't have VCRs, dickweed. If you didn't watch it that night, you didn't. There was no way to watch it again. There was no going on BritBox bringing it up in the 70s. There was no streaming in the 80s. There was no wake on the 90s. Oh, it wasn't until we got into the Matt Smith era that we even started getting Doctor Who streaming. And even that's when the numbers started to taper downward because more and more people were watching on the streaming things. And it wasn't until a few years ago that the BARB finally included streaming figures in with ratings. So you can't go for anything like that back then. But yeah, everybody's been, a lot of these guys been on their soapboxes screeching because the Acolyte got canceled. And like I told somebody the other day, I can't really go on about that because I have no dog in that fight. I had no interest in the Acolyte whatsoever. I just didn't even care about it. They lost me at the light whip. Light whip. Light whip. Okay. A blaster gun's uncivilized, but a light whip is perfectly acceptable. Light whip. And then somebody today commented back when I said, look, they lost me at light whip. Someone goes, there were a scant few novels and books that used where they had people who used the light whip. And I'm like, name one. Because it's probably one I didn't read nor gave a shit about. It's like the light whip. Oh, God. Oh, man. No, I am not going anywhere near California. That is the other side of the country, and that is like, no. As much as I'd love to go see that exhibition, I'm not flying to the other side of the country and going into the death zone because When you look at all the reports coming out of California these days, I wouldn't want to live there. Ugh. No, 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 no. I'm halfway shocked that they aren't, finding, feces all over the Hollywood sign. Okay, it's that bad there now. Plus, given all the stuff I'd have to drag just to go there, for one, I'd take a train, which would take me a couple days. Number two, I'd have to drag a CPAP machine, how many medications, and then pay out the nose just to stay in a Hotel 6. And I'm not kidding. The cost of living in California is ridiculous, which is I can't figure out how anybody affords to go to Gallifrey One. I'm trying to figure out why people from the UK go to Gallifrey One. It's like you can see a whole bunch of people that go to the cons where you're right in the country you're in. Yet you're going to pay thousands of dollars to go to the other side of the planet, spend thousands of dollars between tickets, hotel stay, whatever else you're going to get there, just to get some fan cred. Yeah, where are you all when, what do you call it, Chicago TARDIS needs you? A fan-run convention. That's why I can't figure out why anybody goes to the galley. It's like, yes, if you're in the area or, you got the money, fine, I don't care. But don't have thousands of dollars to waste on that. And also, I've only flown twice in my life, I think, and both times I went to Illinois. Amazing hour-and-a-half flight each time. Yeah. For what I'm hearing, California is not a good place to be. So you're not going to load up your truck and go to Beverly Hills, that is. Ugh. Stools on the sidewalk. Movie stars moving out. Drug dealers. Crack smoking. All right. See, Jed wouldn't move to California these days. Beverly Hillbillies would be somewhere else, like home. Ugh. So, yes. So the Acolyte's been canceled. There's word going around about saving Star Trek. I think, which one is it that's getting canceled? Probably. I think I have no dogs in that fight either. Because the only reason you got Star Trek Limper Dicks is because the Orville came out. The Orville was starting to take ratings away from the main show. And somebody sat down and goes, well, this, Seth MacFarlane guy has an animated show on the side. Why don't we do one? And that's how that happened. And now Star Trek is a bigger joke than it was. And now we're doing musical episodes. I'm not kidding. I think Gene Roddenberry was cremated because he'd be doing things in his grave that they'd have to have the Olympic judges sit there and score. Not like he could score less than Ray Gunn. Oh, God. I can't believe people are still defending Dr. Rachel Gunn or whatever she is. This lady lied, conned, and swindled her way into getting into the Olympics. And I'll put it to you this way, guys. I have never breakdanced. I have never even thought about it. I am a 286-pound fat ass, but I guarantee you I could have done a better job than that. That's not something I say about the Olympics, ever. Yet people are praising her for being this big hero and shit. Yeah, what about all the kids who didn't get to go who could actually frickin' breakdance? And her performance was so terrible? Guess what? They're not having breakdancing at the 2028 Olympics because she was such a goddamn joke. Yet people are calling her a hero. Have we literally gotten to the point now we're going to keep rewarding failure? Ugh. it's not that I didn't like the Devil's Court. I didn't like the fact they wasted 2.5 minutes of showtime at the end when they're already running on limited time for an unnecessary musical number, which served no purpose other than, oh, look, there's the Harbinger. We already knew that. That was my problem with it. You wasted how much money on choreographers, 2.5 minutes airtime you could have put to the plot. No, I've been playing Fallout 76 for the last couple of months in an effort to stay sane and keep Lady G from killing me. So I'm not kidding. I had no interest in it either, the whole Olympic thing. And then I started looking more into this story because I couldn't believe it. I was like, how the hell did this happen? Well, like I said, it still don't make any sense to me, the whole twist at the end thing. It was dumb and ridiculous and stupid. The opening series, I love this. Guess who's carrying the torch for the opening of the Olympics? Snoop Doggy Dogg. I'm halfway shocked he didn't light up a blunt with the Olympic torch. And also, from what I saw in the bits I actually watched, he was moving slower than a tortoise on Valium. Why did that happen? Why is Snoop Dogg suddenly a great spokesman for a country or a nation? But oh well. Well, they can sing Twist at the end at the proms all they want. I won't be there, so I don't care. Because that's where it belonged, on a stage, not on the screen. Well, folks, I just wanted to pop in and say hello, Jaw, for a little bit, say hi, how everybody's doing, and probably sometime within the next couple of weeks, judging from how the shoulder's doing and the collarbone, because it's been gotten a lot better here, because then hopefully I'll be going back to work. And when I go back to work, the morning broadcast will resume. I'll put up an announcement for what I do find out. So that way you'll know when to start tuning in the morning again, okay? So take care, everyone, please. Be kind, be calm, be safe. Enjoy the rest of your evening. As I keep saying, enjoy the little victories, folks, because I thought I was going home one day and didn't quite make it. So stay safe, everyone. Have a good evening.